Welcome back, ladies. It's Doona here. Day 5 for our 15-day prenatal yoga challenge. Today we're going to focus on releasing tension from our neck, which we're going to focus a lot on working the shoulders, opening up the upper back, as well as the chest. All right, so again, grab your 2 blocks, maybe a strap, blankets, bolsters, and let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start in child's pose today. You're going to bring your big toes to touch, knees wide apart. Just like any practice, if you haven't seen day 1, please watch that first, as the breathing part of the practice is really, really important, especially if you're trying to release tension throughout your body. So just like any practice, we want to start with the breathing. Noticing how your inhales and your exhales feel. See if you could slow down the breath, relaxing your neck even more. Notice if you could relax your jaw, relax your cheekbones with every exhale. Even relax your eyelids, your eyeballs. And then one more breath here, breathe in. And release. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to keep your forehead down. Walk your elbows forward and bring your hands to touch. Then bend your elbows so that your thumbs can touch the back of your neck. From here, see if you can walk your elbows further up even more, getting more into the shoulders as well as the triceps. Holding here for a couple of breaths. Melt your chest down. Find more of an extension through your upper back. So if you're working a lot on your desk, a lot of times we're always in that rounding position. Focus on the opposite here, opening. Last inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, straighten your arms. Rise up to tabletop position. Come into tabletop with your wrist underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. From here, as you inhale, you're going to stretch your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Open your right shoulder. Keep rolling your upper back towards the back. From here, as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Relax your right cheek. Feel free to straighten your left arm forward. Maybe reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Flip your palm and bend your elbow. Left hand behind your lower back or between your right hip crease. Keep opening up through the left shoulder. Maybe gaze up, rolling towards the back of your head. Draw your navel in and twist a little bit deeper. Good. From here, straighten your left arm, plant your left palm next to your face, and let's come back to tabletop position. Good. Inhale, stretch your left arm, and exhale, thread the needle. Relax your left cheek. Again, same thing here. Option to straighten your right arm forward or take a half bite. Find a nice stretch in your upper back, especially towards the left side. Keep twisting from your ribs. Inhale, straighten your right arm over your head. And exhale, plant your right palm, tabletop position. Good. Okay, so depending how far along you are in your pregnancy, puppy pose might feel a little bit discomfort, so you're going to have to kind of adjust to it, readjust to it. You're going to keep your hips over knees, walk your hands forward, and just drop your forehead down. Now, if you're far along in your pregnancy, you might have to walk your hands forward even more, okay? So don't worry so much about your hips being directly over your hips. And also, you could bring your knees a little wider. So it's very similar to our child's pose, but this time Your chest melts down. Your hips are over knees or maybe past it. So this is more of a back bend and shoulder stretch. Whereas child's pose, it's more of a lower back stretch. Good. Breathing here. Last inhale. And exhale. Good. All right, rise up back to tabletop position. Let's come up to a forward fold towards the top of the mat. Depending how far along you are in your pregnancy, you could bring your feet a little wider. I'm in my second trimester, 21 weeks now, and I have to bring my feet outer hip width distance apart to allow space between my thighs and for my belly. So again, every body is different, every pregnancy is different, every term is different. So listen to what your body needs here. You could grab opposite elbows or feel free to interlace your fingers behind your back for a nice shoulder stretch. Keep your palms connected. Always feel free to keep your elbows bent, but see if you can lift your hands away from your lower back, maybe over your head. You could also straighten your elbows too if that feels good. Good. Now everyone, interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Again, keeping your elbows bent or straight. Keep your head relaxed, knees slightly bent. On your inhale, you're going to roll all the way up. Try to bring your head and neck up the very last. Good. And once you're up, you could bring your feet a little closer to each other. Make sure toes are pointing forward. Roll your shoulder heads back. Firm up your quads. Press your hips forward. And drop your hands towards the floor. Open your chest. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Stand up tall with your hands interlaced. Bring your hands to your right hip and drop your right ear towards right shoulder. Tuck your tailbone. Core stays active. Quad stays active. Good. Bring your chin back to center. You're going to drop your hands behind you. Interlace the opposite grip and take another chest expansion. Roll your shoulder heads back. Lift your shoulder blades up into your chest as you reach your chest up. Slightly press your hips forward. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, come back up to standing. Tuck your tailbone this time and place your hands into your left hip and drop your left ear towards left shoulder. Good. Come back to center. This time, release your hands. Place your fingertips on top of your shoulders and make big circles with your elbows, going one direction first. Go ahead and switch directions. Good. All right. Come into a standing mountain pose position, arms by your side, palms face forward. Roll your thumbs slightly back so pinkies point slightly forward. Activate your legs. Stand up tall, lift up through your side waist. Keep your core active, arms are strong. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend, open your elbows. Lift your chest up as you gaze up. Inhale, mountain pose, arms over your head. And exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. You might have to walk your feet a little wider again for that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on top of your shins. Lengthen your spine. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, forward folds. Moving breath to movement. Inhale, mountain pose. Re-engage your core. Tuck your tailbone. Exhale, back bend. Open through your pec muscles. Open through your shoulders. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward folds. Last set. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, walk your feet back. Hold on your inhale, firm up through your quads. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale and an exhale. Good. Dropping down to dolphin pose. You're going to drop your elbows. Create an 11 shape with your forearms. Now, this is enough for you, for your shoulders. You're going to feel it along the backside of your legs. Feel free to stay here. Otherwise, to get deeper into your shoulders, your chest, upper back, walk your feet forward. Relax your head and push your chest back towards your thighs. Feel free to bend your knees. Peel your heels slightly out. Same thing as your down dog. You're just on your forearms. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Lift your forearms 1 or 2 elbows at a time. Okay, sit up back to your down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. Plant your fingertips, bend your knees, and relax your forehead towards your knees. Good. From here, you're going to stand up on top of your knees. So walk your hands forward, drop your knees. And let's set up for our camel pose. Okay. So make sure your knees are hip width distance apart. Feel free to keep your toes curled or uncurled. Bring your hands behind your lower back, fingers points down. Squeeze your elbows together. Roll your shoulder heads back, open your chest. On your inhale, lift your side waist, lift your chest up, and as you exhale, lean your chest back, keeping your hips over knees. Maybe gaze up. Inhale. And exhale, slowly rise. We're going to do that 2 more times, okay? So really focus on opening up through the upper back as well as the front shoulders and the chest. Okay, so you don't want to dump into the lower back. You want to keep the hips over knees as you lean your chest back, getting more of a thoracic extension. So second time, feel free to grab your heels if you have that in your practice. Let's start it together. Inhale, squeeze your elbows, lift your chest. And as you exhale, keeping your hips over knees, lean your upper body back. Again, either hold here or try to drop your hands to your heels at the same time. Gaze is up. Try not to drop your neck. Open your shoulders. Last inhale. Bring your hands to your hips and slowly rise. Good. Let's go ahead and have a seat before we start our third one. Feel free to close your eyes here. Camel pose is a really deep back bend, which can bring up a lot of emotions, maybe a little bit of lightheadedness. So feel free to stay here even longer. But when you're ready, let's go for the third one. Remember, it's your practice, so feel free to skip the third one. Inhale, lift your chest, lift up through your lower back, and exhale, camel pose. Good. Firm up through your quads. Draw your shoulder blades up into your chest. Straighten your arms. Last inhale. And exhale. Hands to lower back. Slowly rise. Awesome. All right, let's all have a seat on our heels. Hands on top of your thighs. Close your eyes and relax your shoulders. Coming back to your breathing. Feel free to have a seat on your heels. Otherwise, take fixed firm. Heels to the outside of your hips. Feel free to sit on a block or two. Place your right hand on top behind your neck, left arm underneath for our cow face bind. So you could either grab your fingertips, you could grab your strap, or you could just place your hands behind your back. Find more of a back bend where your hands are at, and keep lifting your chest up. Keep your left arm exactly the same. Drop your right hand and drop your right ear towards right shoulder. So getting that stretch on the left side of the neck. Good. Come back to center. Slowly release, roll it out. Left hand behind your neck, right arm underneath. Create a slight back bend. Open your chest and lift your chin parallel to the floor. Good. Keep your right arm exactly the same. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Good. Slowly rise, release your arms. Go ahead and roll it out. All right, ladies. Feel free to take your Shavasana. Maybe have a comfortable seat. And let's take a couple rounds of breath here to close our practice. Sitting up nice and tall, noticing how your shoulders, neck, and upper back feels. They should feel more open, more loose, more relaxed. Inhale through your nose. And a big sigh out, let it go. One more, breathe in. And let it go. Thank you so much for joining in, ladies. I'll see you guys next time. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.